Okay, hi, Reverend Paul Slatkus, and we're here with Lauren Huffmaster. She's an ambassador for metastatic cancer and for Gilead Sciences, and it's a very serious subject. And she's a wonderful patient and mom and an author, and we're going to talk about the good things that she's put together. Welcome to our show. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here with you today, Paul.
Well, helping families impacted by breast cancer and magic with the Adventure Jar. And tell us a little bit about the book and how come you're here today.
Well, I was impacted by metastatic disease when I was 37 years old, and my children were 2, 4, and 6 at that time when I was diagnosed. And so raising children while living with metastatic disease is a normal part of my life. I've been doing this for 8 years now. So when I saw this book, this book is so important because I would have loved to have it when my children were young. It's a book about a family who's living with metastatic breast cancer, and the mother is impacted every day. But the children, they still want to be children, right? They want to go explore and they want to have adventures. And so the family puts together this jar where everyone puts in their adventure requests, and the family goes out through their summer and tries to live them out. But of course, because the mom's not always feeling well, things don't go as planned. But the beautiful thing about this book is that even when things don't go planned, they take a moment and they look for the magic. They look for the magic of where they are using their imaginations to create something beautiful in the moment that they're in. And because of that, the family gathers all these memories and all these ideas and spaces because they didn't stop and they didn't give up, but instead they leaned into what they could lean into, which was these imaginative adventures. And so I think the book is just such an amazing encouragement to all of us to choose our perspective, to really look for the good in life.
And you're an amazing spokesperson with energy beyond the usual. We're involved with Pausing the World for Peace, and without health, it's hard to be living a life of peace. But once again, the art of positive thinking, the art of enjoying every moment, making the most of it. This is the key. How about in your own situation? You've had this concern for 10 years, I think, something like that. And how are you and your family doing with this?
We're doing really well. My children were very young, and it's been, like you said, it's been a lot of years. They've grown up with cancer as a part of their life and a part of their story. And I'm very happy to report, because I think it's an encouragement to other women who are raising children, that my kids are good. They're living well. They're out there taking risks and pursuing life, and they're happy children. And I think this is a huge concern for lots of moms, that how is this going to shape my children, right? We can't eliminate the impact of cancer on their life, but we can help define how it impacts their life. And I think choosing your perspective, just like in this story, if you choose a perspective and lean into finding the good in our situation, letting it change us for the better, this is how we rise above every situation, any situation that's difficult, right? We can move forward in life despite our circumstances.
My mother was a librarian, and she gave me in high school The Power of Positive Thinking by Reverend Norman Vincent Peale. And I've stuck with this mindset, good news, positive thinking, as much as I can my whole life. I've lived through with a girlfriend this type of cancer, and it was very, very difficult, and she didn't make it. And I have cancer. Some skin cancer, and this is it's a scary thing to live on a daily basis with these concerns. How do you live with it, if you don't mind me asking? Because you're so kind to share how you are feeling with the world. How do you live with it?
Well, Paul, thank you so much for sharing your story, and we all want to honor the loss of your girlfriend. I'm so sorry to hear that news, but for me in my life, I've had to separate fear and uncertainty, right? There's uncertainty, but we don't always have to respond in fear. And I think that that's what's really important, as that we can't control everything, right? Metastatic breast cancer is always changing. The treatments are always changing, and we can't make something fit into the box that we want it to. It doesn't look like the way we want it to look, right? But it doesn't mean we have to respond in fear. We don't have to emotionally give up, which is what this family does in this book. They just keep going, right? They love each other. They lean into a relationship. They bring even more people into their life to support them through the hard times. And that actually grows their relationships rather than diminishing it. And I think that this is really the story, that the important part of living well with cancer is that we can't control it all, but we can continue to live well as long as we are able.
Is this book purchasable, or is there a way somebody to get this? Is this book still out there in the world?
It is out there as of today. We're very excited to release it. It is free, in fact. It's a free resource to anyone living with cancer, metastatic disease, and you can find it at the website expose-mbc.com. MBC like metastatic breast cancer.
Well, any other important information that you'd like to share with us that maybe you're doing that you think can be helpful for others?
I just really hope this book is an encouragement to women who are living with this disease. It's easy to feel isolated. It's easy to get lost in the treatment schedules, but we want you to know that you're not alone. And this book is an encouragement to keep looking for the good. There are some parts of you that cancer cannot touch, so keep living into those important places, and that will feed your relationships. And we do hope that this book will bring your family together.
Okay, that website again, one more time, Lauren, if you don't mind.
The website is expose-mbc.com.
Okay, you're a great spokesperson, a wonderful person, and I'm sure a phenomenal mom. And it's a big honor for us to have a moment or two to share the important work that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul.
You take care. Bye-bye.